What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Walking 90. I am your enthusiastic host, Elliot Barr, because I don't got shit to play for. I don't know why I'm still doing this podcast. Um, yeah, honestly, though, I don't know why y'all kept me on past July. I have offered nothing but failure, doom, and chaos since then. My team can't even win the winning spoon anymore. That's how bad we don't suck. So I have nothing to show for why we suck. Um, I know we get a draft pick out of this, like in MLS. I have to contend with. We'll get them again next year, guys.
Think you guys got to bring back the white jerseys with silver numbers just for doing this bad this year.
Yeah, no, we're gonna burn them shits like KKK capes. We burn them shits around. Them shits gotta go. Them shits got to go. But let me introduce my co-host. Joining me on the show is a lady who believes bananas are trash and they're vegan glizzies. Miss Epps, how are you, man?
I'm great. You know, trying to do the impossible this weekend. So,
What's the impossible?
get a 1 or 2 seed so that I don't have to worry about playing the following week.
Yeah, no, I need that to happen. I need Noko to get this 1 seed.
What the fuck?
I need Noko to get this one.
Hateful.
Just so I can look right. But also joining us is the guy that is looking at all the Twitter drama between Union Omaha and Fort Madison, is two bang geeks fighting over who's going to be first trumpet. It's Chip. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I think you're just mad because Madison said that Omaha was their biggest rival, and you're a little smarting after that.
Oh yeah. Fuck him.
It's been pretty mild. I haven't seen anything too crazy, but tomorrow's Friday, so maybe it'll be a little.
No, it's gonna get worse. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. How many Union Omaha fans are going up to Madison?
I think I heard like 20 or 30.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah,
that's not that many in the grand.
I mean, it depends on which 20 are going.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And depends on which team does the funniest thing possible on Saturday. So we'll see.
We'll get to it later, but the thought of the Omaha players celebrating winning the championship
well, hey, it'll be the second year in a row that someone has celebrated a Player Shield trophy on their field.
Oh yeah, well, not only that, but it's going to be something silly like class as Omaha fans celebrating on our home field. At least wait till you get back home. It's like, bro, have you watched sports before? Have you watched sports before?
Fuck that. I want confetti to fall on me at my rivals. I want it all.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, the last 2 times people have celebrated a Player Shield on their field, it's been 2 of their biggest rivals, which is hilarious.
Well, it's beautiful. That's what it is. It's just poetic, especially if they go home the same night. It's like this is great stuff.
Oh,
see, personally, I
might get banned that night.
I need Madison to win purely for personal reasons.
No, you don't. You are already in.
Yeah, but
if you take care of your business, you get a 2 seed regardless.
Well, I need NCFC to lose for purely personal reasons then too.
See, my nemesis.
See,
and I think Ed, maybe this will be you next year, Yogi, actually having meaningful games again. No, I've got to be the wooden spoon queen for 2 years in a row. Then all of a sudden, fighting for that number 1 seed, fighting for the Players' Shield, a trophy which we have confirmed exists. I did. We had a team talk yesterday with Peter Marlette, the GM of Union Omaha, and Dom Casciato, the coach of Union Omaha. And I asked, I said, are you guys traveling up there with the banner that says Union Omaha 2023 Players Shield champion? And Peter's response was no, but that doesn't mean the league won't have one up there for us.
Wow. That. Wow.
You see how Richmond starts it? And the league is like, this.
Well, you just know that the league's like pissed off too, because it's not like
it's the players who did it.
Where there's a team where it's just inevitable and it's like, yeah, Richmond, season's a month away from being over. We're just going to ship the trophy out. Just be responsible with it until you you clinch. This year, somebody in the marketing department's like, I have to make how many banners just in case? I have to be ready to ship this trophy out of a minute's notice on Saturday night, overnight it. What?
That's gonna be that's dumb.
Hey, just go ahead and send it to Nelco. Go ahead and send it there.
No.
You just want your preseason feelings to be valid, and we're just not gonna let it. We're not gonna let it happen.
They will become valid because Winoco is the player shield, and they are also USL League One champions. I will feel ultimately correct in my statements.
I'm just if Omaha doesn't win, I want Greenville to win, just so I can make a joke about Greenville winning their first championship. Because I know that'll piss off a lot of them.
That would piss off a lot of people. That would be hilarious. Oh man! All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. Let's dive into it. We got a lot to talk about. We got playoffs coming up. Teams have clinched. Teams make some comebacks. Teams not being able to clinch, hold on to it. Teams dropping off. So, how far should we go? Should we go back to the last Wednesday and start from there and kind of tell the story from there on in?
Is that the game? Yes, we should.
Okay. So, real quick, go to the results because obviously games don't really matter anymore. Union Omaha beat Charlotte 4-1, right? Pretty comprehensive results. Union Omaha is pretty much becoming an unbeatable machine. They're playing in beautiful form. Look, right now they're probably the hottest team in all of the USL.
I was gonna say they haven't lost 13 games, so they're
probably the hottest team, right? Like you can't deny it. Greenville has a comeback win against Central Valley Fuego, which I thought Fuego was about to do the funniest thing ever.
That's wild that it had to be a comeback win.
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, like Richmond lost to Tormenta, and I tweeted out, I was like, "Well, I can still end the season with a trophy, and that'd be the wooden spoon." And then Fuego went up, and I was like, "Oh, we're really about to play for the wooden spoon." And then Fuego was like, "Nah, we want a trophy."
I mean, a trophy's a trophy.
Selfish bastards.
Okay.
I did think it was a good show of sportsmanship, though, that after our tweet about them winning it, their supporters group responded and said, "We will gladly take the trophy and take good care of it until we send it off to someone else next year."
Right.
That's fair.
I wanted that trophy.
Look,
if I'm a suck, I want something to show that I suck the best.
We are live arguing for a wooden spoon. I can't.
Because I was going to make it a golden toilet seat.
Oh, right. We did talk about we should be making a wooden spoon that travels, but
hey, Fuego, I will get a toilet seat and spray painted gold just for you. Yeah, I will ship it out to you. Let me know how I need to ship it out to you, and I will send it out to you. I'm so serious.
Is the lid where we put the plaques? We're talking too much.
Yeah, we put every team that has won the golden toilet underneath it.
Look at us coming up with ideas for last place. We didn't even do that for a supporter shield. What are we doing?
I mean, it was up to me, and I was just like,
That's fair.
Yeah, but whatever on that. Moving on to we got Friday. Union Omaha. I mean, not Union Omaha. God, One Knox in Richmond. 2-2 draw. Neil Vignos has a brace in this game. One Knox kind of punted their chances to get into play. They needed to win this game to stay in the hunt. It was still going to be tricky, but with them effectively losing, drawing, it was kind of treated as a loss. And unfortunately, One Knox is out of the playoffs. Yeah, kind of tricky there. Richmond, I'm not going to lie, I was shocked they got a draw out of this one.
I mean, technically, you scored 3 goals.
We did. We've done that in 4 games this year. We've outscored their opponent, and someone managed to draw or lose.
I mean, at least you know that you can produce on both sides of the ball.
But we can't play
Bright
defense.
sides. There are bright sides. This was me last year. So bright side, okay?
Yeah,
I believe in y'all.
All right, and then let's get to Saturday results. The results that really matter warrant. Lexington loses 1-0 to NCFC. Chattanooga 2-2 draw versus Greenville Triumph. Tormenta, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most shocking result of the weekend. 4-0 kick in the teeth to Union Omaha. And then NoCo kept my hope alive for chaos with a 2-0 win over Ford Madison.
Ugh.
It's beautiful.
So,
It's
question: did you
absolutely-
see the double red at NCFC?
No, I didn't, but please tell me more about it.
Okay, so apparently Benton came on, and his first touch was to the player's face. Like I was at the Courage game, so I didn't see it, so I had to go watch it back. Literally, a player shoves him, and he gets pissed. So, whoop, and they were both off the field. Like that was it. It was like there for like what 2 or 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was like late in the game. I think it was like stoppage time at that point. Yeah, it was stoppage time at that point. They were already down a man from the double yellow. So they finished the game with 9, and we finished with 10.
Good old USL League One football, folks. It gets crazier and crazier. I'm sorry, I have no enthusiasm whatsoever. It's just
You just look so sad.
Well, don't worry, Yogi will get his sea legs under him once we start talking about all the chaos that can happen, and he gets to shit on everybody else's team.
Oh, then he gets the solo camera and go on his hater rant, whatever,
Right.
whatever that is.
because it's like, yo, like Loki, I'm not gonna lie, like part of me is just like, this year, like I'm like BSU homecoming the same day as our last home game, and I'm like 40% of me is like, this game. I'm going to homecoming. I'm saying homecoming. And then the other 60% of me is like, but what if we win?
It'll be wild. You guys rush the field.
Nah. It's the hope that kills you.
I don't think anybody's.
That's my favorite line. It's the hope, man. Don't do it.
The hope.
I don't think anybody's ever rushed the field in USL 1. Besides Terzagi's kid.
Which is still cute.
Which is very cute.
Oh, we're going with cute over. All right. I mean,
If it's someone else's team, Yogi, I'm sure would have a much different opinion on the kid incident. But no, I think because your game is literally the only game that has no playoff implications at all.
Yeah, no.
You're right.
It would have had wooden spoon, but that would have required Fuego to win.
Man, imagine the scenes. Imagine the scenes in Richmond, though. The wooden spoon came out the last weekend. The spoons in the building. There's a palpable energy in the air.
Smell of shit in the air.
Fuego. Matt's
wouldn't be
doing Fuego chants. Then Fuego scores. The player's like, why are they cheering for Fuego? Then they win the spoon. You guys rush the field with it, holding it up in the air and say, "We got last. We got last." And the players are just like, "Fuck this shit. I'm out of this. I'm out of here."
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Who was storytelling I've seen?
I'm not gonna lie. I think it was against Tormenta. If someone was just in the supporter group, and I think Tormenta scored, and their bench started celebrating in front of us, it was like, you do realize we're dog shit, right?
It's like you're nothing.
It was
special.
like it took you to beat us at home. We were dog shit.
We lose every week. You're nothing special. We lose every week.
Right? Like, great. You scored.
There was a point where we used to do let's pretend we scored a goal, and we would pop smoke and wave flags just because we hadn't scored.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for some shithousery this weekend, though, because definitely going to start one of those Champions of League One. You'll never sing that.
Wow. I mean, you have to say, honestly, that would be allowed if you beat them.
Yes, we got to be winning.
Nah, bro, you got to start singing it at the 16th minute.
16th minute? What the hell? Why are you trying to start fighting?
We'll be up 3-0 at the 16th minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we get to predictions, I'll tell you my wild prediction for the Union Omaha game.
Tormenta will be beating Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But getting ahead of ourselves.
All right.
But no, I mean, I think
right.
I think it is great for the league though that the race to the top is so tight. Coming down to decision day, we have a lot less teams fighting for a playoff spot on the last day than we have in the past. But I think the race at the top's been so good. I just think the problem's been like the bottom 3 teams have just been so bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think we've ever had a race this tight. We've never had a race this tight.
Well, really, it's only what 2 people fighting for one more spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone else seed is decided at this point, so it's like, no one can like pencil in and say, "Yep, we're playing." We're the 3 seed. We gotta cheer for the number 6 seed to be this team because we want to play them instead, or whatever else.
I mean, we know this. We know Union, NCFC, and NOCO have a home game regardless.
Yeah, they can't.
We know
neither of those teams can fall lower than 3rd.
Yeah. And we also know that either Charlotte or Greenville are going to have a home game.
Yep. And they can't fall lower than 5th place either.
Right. And Madison knows this is essentially their last game at Breeze. They know that.
Yeah.
Or Tormenta. So it really just comes down to where all the chips lie. Yep. So I say, guys, let's go ahead. Let's kind of break down these games and kind of start talking about them. So we'll start off first. Richmond versus Central Valley Fuego. It's not even nothing to talk about. We don't even need to discuss that. We'll kick that game to the can. It's nothing there to talk about. It's literally.
You guys got cool training tops. Pulling the forward Madison move.
This game is a glorified preseason friendly that hasn't started yet. This is preseason training. It just counts for points.
Yogi's just gonna come with a sign that says "Play the kids."
Oh, shit! I'm gonna come into that game 7:00 at night. It's dark outside. I got shades on because I'm just coming from homecoming.
Oh, so you're gonna do both? Okay, all right.
You really thought I was gonna miss homecoming for this?
Oh, nah. I didn't think we were going to the game. I'm not gonna lie.
It's also a Richmond Folk Fest.
That's for white people. That ain't for me.
I can't remember if it was Matt or if it was Red Army who said, "Oh, I'm really disappointed they sponsor at the same time as Folk Fest." And it's like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Richmond Folk Fest is a big thing here, but
who's headlining that?
Don't ask me that fucking question. I'm going to homecoming.
Yogi said homecoming. I didn't think you were going to the Richmond game. Not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna probably be there by halftime.
What?
Yeah.
Why go?
Because it's the last home game. I'm gonna be there by halftime. But I'm gonna get my vibes in, check with my peoples, have a little hitty in my cup. You might get some crazy tweets here and there, depending on how I feel. But it is what it is. Jesus won.
Oh, especially
how is that different than any other day?
Because I be chilling now. I don't say too much crazy. When the last time you see me too crazy?
Honestly, fair.
Thank you. I ain't been too crazy. I've matured. I've seen God. Me and God had a conversation. He was like, "Hey, look. In order for you to get in heaven, I'm gonna need you to chill out on them tweets. We Ripley can't be knowing
no more
this." And I was like,
tweets and no more Richmond tweets, I guess.
Yeah. And God was like, "Look, I understand Rhea Ripley's thick, but you can't be tweeting crazy like that." But I was like, "God, you made her in your image. I'm just talking about your creature."
Oh my God. Charlotte versus Tormenta. I'm weak. I'm fucking weak. Charlotte versus Tormenta.
I'm just saying, hey, come on now. We gonna sit here a lot and say like Rhea Ripley ain't thick.
But still, Charlotte versus Tormenta.
There's no way Charlotte wins this game.
Oh, I hope they don't. They let me down. Let me down. I've never rooted for a Charlotte team, and they let me fucking down.
Hey, you also know who Charlotte fought? Rhea Ripley. I'm just saying.
I don't even know who this is. I'm afraid to look it up.
You know who Boy. Kyle, tell about Rhea Ripley. Ain't she thick? She a thick white woman, ain't she? See?
Professional wrestler?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that's where you came into the show, Kyle.
Honestly, that's fine. I was going to come in hot, so this is a good transition in. Hello.
But anyways, Charlotte Tormenta. I don't think there's a way Charlotte wins this game.
No. Tormenta.
It's going to be Tormenta.
Yeah.
Tormenta. It's going to be Tormenta, y'all.
Dude, Charlotte looked like just legit garbage when we played them.
Well, just looking at like their last few games. They've been streaky anyway. Yeah, that Omaha game, I don't know if that's more Omaha's just too hot or Charlotte was just too bad.
I think it's more Omaha's too hot. The thing about this in this series, Charlotte has won the last two, 3-2 and 3-1.
Yeah, but looking at their last 3 games, they haven't looked the best.
No, they haven't.
So
that's on
and I get one of them was against Omaha, but you can fight back.
I like Tormenta this game though. I like Tormenta in this.
I'm a hater, so go Tormenta.
Kyle, who do you say?
I'm saying it's a draw.
God damn it, Kyle.
You want it to be a draw.
Well, it's also the fact that both teams will need to win. Both teams will have to go in expecting they have to win in order to get what they want. For Charlotte, that's the 4 seed and a home playoff game. For Tormenta, it's a chance to have, make it into the playoffs. So each of them have to win. So one of them is going to, and with both teams, there is no defending. So one of them is going to have to do something. And I'm going to lean towards the team that has the better goalie in Austin Pack as opposed to whichever keeper Tormenta plays. So that's why I think it's going to be a draw because both of them are going to try and it's going to end up being like a 2-2 draw.
Are all the games at the same time this weekend? Yes.
No.
Well, all the games
No.
Yeah.
All the games.
No, cause at 9.
What the fuck? Hold on.
They should be at the same time. It's the last weekend of the season.
They should be, but they're not.
All right, say hi. No, we're gonna.
We play at 6 and Noko plays at 9. Everyone else plays at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
really all the big games that matter are at 7.
Oh yeah, before NoCo kicks off, they're gonna know if they're the 3rd seed or playing for 1 seed. So that game may not even matter by the time they kick off.
Yeah.
Right. And at that point, if you're playing if you know you're locked into the 3rd, sit everybody.
Right.
Just take it as a bye week.
Yeah.
Well, you can't because literally those games will end and yours is kicking off. So there's no changing the roster at that point.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, guys.
We pulled them off earlier, like halftime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Subs.
Yeah.
You're using every single one of them subs and you're like, go sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Right. You got Ivan Power. Sir, I need you in bubble wrap. I'm in bubble wrap. I don't think you play Arthur. Like, Arthur, hey, come on. Have a seat here, buddy.
Like, you can be a coach today.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing, too, because Chattanooga's been surprisingly feisty.
It's Chattanooga.
It is.
Yeah, but they're have you seen their last 3 games?
Yeah, no, they've been good though.
They got in a scrappy fight with Lexington, and then dog walked Fuego through one. Well, dog walk's a bad one because it was competitive up until a point. They just kind of ran away with the second half. So, and then that 2-2. So I don't know. Me personally, I see we're skipping around on some games because we're saving the big one for last. Noko and Chatta, I'm leaning a draw there.
Yeah. Noko to the moon. Email Zayed, you hear me? Don't be tweeting that BS you be tweeting. The thick sweater is yours. Noko to the moon, baby.
Noko to the moon. No, absolutely not. Draw. Matter of fact, Chattanooga win.
Noko to the moon.
We
got a player show trophy to hold up at 10 o'clock local time.
Wait, Chip, what are you thinking about this game?
I think I was going to say Noko win, but I do like that draw idea, especially because I think it's going to be their place is going to be set in stone by the time they kick off. So it's kind of like, well, whatever. Like, take everybody off at half. That matters. Play the kids. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I will say this: the last three games between these teams have been draws. 1-1, 0-0. So the draw is possibly there, but I just think Noko has too much firepower to hold on.
Yeah, I just see them being like, all right, like if they look at the score that like walking onto the field for warm up and they're like, oh, NCFC's up and Omaha's up or whatever, or Omaha's down and NCFC's down or whatever it is, they're gonna change their whole tactic and change, like, they're gonna keep the same players, but they're gonna change their lineup, and then they're gonna slip up, and that's why I think it's either a draw or a no-co loss.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. Yeah, hey, Liners of Woos, you know who you are. Tell Zayed, no go to the moon.
Is that the slogan that they're going for now?
That's the one I'm going for.
It's like, I mean, have you seen their marketing? It's going to be something.
Right.
Hell yeah!
No go to the moon. And it's just Zayed on a rocket.
What is this fake ass meme? I don't think that's how that works.
Doesn't matter, baby. We're riding high. No go to the moon, baby.
Okay. Do we want to go to Greenville, Lexington next, or NCFC 1 Knox?
Let's go Greenville, Lexington. That's an interesting matchup there. Lexington really does have.
What's at stake?
Lexington, I mean, not really nothing. Lexington doesn't have anything to play for, but I think Lexington. If I'm Greenville, like NCSC plays 1 Knox, right? So these are two teams that necessarily don't have anything. They're playing against teams who don't have anything to play for. But if I'm Greenville, I'm more worried about what Lexington can do versus NCFC and what 1 Knox can do. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because if they win, they can jump Independence to get a host on their football field.
Was they signed up for another year?
Yeah.
It's really time to get Greenville a stadium, man. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a plantation somewhere in South Carolina that is not being used anymore.
Plantation?
It's South Carolina.
Did he just fucking... Why do you always come back at the wildest points of the conversation?
You mean to tell me in South Carolina they in a plantation that is just open field that we can't turn into a soccer field?
You know, I'm going to rescue this one, Ebony. I got this one. So when we went down to Charleston, we went on a plantation tour because, being a Northerner, I assumed it was owned by the State Historical Society. And so I was like, oh, weird. Like, so is this the state historic? So do you work for the state? And the guy's like, no, I work for the family that owns it. It's like, oh, when did they buy it? And he's like, they've had it for a long time. It's the family that, and it's like, oh, wow, this is absolutely deplorable. So I think to say that,
Chip,
I think
I have a question for you. And I genuinely...
We're tearing this down and building a soccer stadium. Like, we don't get a profit off this anymore.
Chip, I genuinely... I'm asking this question as someone that is curious of the thoughts of white guilt. Did you feel guilty by the end of that tour? Did you feel any like?
It was gross. Yeah, it was horrible, and then especially to hear that the same family that owned the plantation.
Were you kind of just like, why people did that?
Well, we knew they did that, but it's more of the fact that it's like, oh yeah, I'm cashing that check still. Like, I don't know how you could do that. Like. Yep, my family was horrible monsters. Cash that check.
It's just so funny when I see white people go on plantation tours and they just look so shocked, like, you didn't notice. Well, how you think you got to control this country? I'm just saying. But yes, we're talking about South Carolina. You mean to tell me there's not some open land that we can't just turn into a soccer field?
Yeah, take it back.
We got to protect plantations.
Someone has gotten married on a plantation in South Carolina. So, yes, there's probably somewhere out there that you can convert it to a field.
That got to be the most awkward thing ever, to get married on a plantation.
Oh,
not for the people getting married there. No, that's just heritage, baby.
Is it not awkward to play soccer on a plantation? No,
at least if you get rid of it and convert it into a soccer, that's at least less of a problem than having a fucking wedding.
Yeah, I mean, I think black people earning hard-working paychecks on a field.
No.
Damn, that does sound like slavery.
I think the people who get married on a plantation and say heritage, not hate, that Venn diagram is just a circle. It's I shouldn't have done that. That's gonna get screen cap.
I saw it happen and I was like, ooh, that was just.
Damn, I just realized I created slavery again. Damn.
I like that we were talking about Rhea Ripley. I missed that. Can we talk about that again?
No.
Hey, she thick, boy. She thick.
Anyways, yes, Greenville needs a stadium. Omaha needs a stadium. Super cool that Lexington is going to have a stadium that's open next year. Launching a women's league team. There's a lot of conversation at the team chat last night about that, how we were so jealous, and hopefully it's our turn to get a stadium one day.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it. Back to these games ahead. Greenville, Lexington. I think Lexington trio is maybe outside of that top 3. And it might be top 4, top 5. The thing that kills Lexington is their defense. That's the thing that kills them. But
isn't that the story of like half the teams in this league right now?
No, because Richmond don't have a top 3.
The defense part.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Defense is dog shit in this league. Outside of Omaha and NOCO. And maybe NCFC.
Union Omaha's defense is great until the 80th minute or later. That's not true.
You're already up 4-0 and you perhaps let in a goal.
Well, I was
literally they let in 3.
4-1. That's like 4-3.
Back to my point. I just want to say, exactly. We have a lot of plantation to choose from. It's South Carolina. I'm sure we can knock one down.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it still feels bad.
It's okay. It's not the end of the world.
In fairness, I think Greenville has a lot of problems, but Greenville, the city's problem is all the NIMBYs who don't want a soccer stadium by their house because of noise or whatever. And I guess that's what keeps shooting it down is the residents are like, we don't want the noise and the traffic. And it's like, Greenville's not a city of 100,000 people anymore. It's almost 1 million people. There's going to be traffic.
And then you show them the money and they shut the fuck up.
But they feel like they're getting plenty of soccer just going over the border to Charlotte in 2 hours.
Why do you make that sound like Mexico? Like, hey, come over the border, y'all.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, it is a border.
Underlay, come on.
God damn it. NCFC versus Knoxville.
Let's see if we segue our way into North Carolina. We got to smuggle it into the goddamn border now.
I think NCFC wins this game. Knoxville's look good, but NCFC needs to win. They're a good team. They've been one of the best teams all year. I think they're going to show it. And I think they're going to win this game.
Yeah. Olex has just been fucking on fire recently. He had that little slump of 3 games, and him, Garrett, Mikey, Rafa, they're just kind of killing it together. Jaden getting his national team call up. He's just been that front 5 has literally just been fun. And then you add in Benton off the bench or Pop off the bench. I'm hoping that they can take that momentum, hopefully into a 1 or 2 seed, so that we can just
So, question: do you think Olex is the MVP? Is he the MVP pick, or is it going to go Arthur?
He's going to be a finalist. I think he'll be a finalist.
Yeah, if I had to pick right now, it'd be Olex, Arthur Rogers, and then Trevor Amon.
Yeah.
No one from Union Omaha?
It depends on if they do 3 or 5, but I don't know how you would have the Golden Boot winner not in it. And then you have to have Arthur Rogers because he's the best player in the league.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
He's number 3 in goals, 1 in assists as a defender.
I can see you Omaha fans making that old bitching argument y'all did when Terzaghi won it. And
have you dragged this in the Omaha fans, bro? It could be all Union Omaha fans. We'd be like, well, why didn't you put Dion Akoff in it? You should have had 6 people from Union Omaha in the finalists for MVP. Have you met us?
If there was going to be anyone from Omaha, it would have been Meza. If there was anyone that you were going to take from Omaha, it was going to be Meza because he was the only thing dragging Omaha through the roughest patch.
Well, I was going to say JP. I think JP
that's fine too. I'm just thinking Meza literally was carrying Omaha when no one else was doing shit back in May, June, and early part and before the run.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because JP is the best player in Omaha, but it's not necessarily something that's going to translate to awards because he's just a 6.
Yeah, he does the
player on the team by far.
It's going to be impossible for a 6 to truly win that award.
Yeah, especially with how they do it. I mean, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be. I mean, I don't
unless
think
that 6 has 10
They have to score
Yeah,
a lot,
but
which is
10,
then
10 assists or something.
but then you're not really being a 6 anymore.
Uh
Not have
you could be, but I mean, the
I was-
closest we've gotten is Aaron
no,
Malloy.
I would say
yeah.
no. Emmy.
That was the closest that someone that was like more of a 6 has
Yeah.
gotten to MVP.
Oh yeah. My fault. No, look at it. This question.
Oh, I was reading the statement. Is breaking the goal
that's
scoring
what I was
record
saying.
enough to win it for Amon? What more does he need? I think the problem is like you can be the top goal scorer, but like what are
He's
what
not
are
the focal point of that team.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you know,
Arthur
it's Rodgers.
Well, that's
Like,
what I said.
everyone
But
knows.
you could have like a Richmond situation last year where Bolaños and Terzaghi both
That's
up.
true. You could.
And Bolaños was the best player on Richmond, but Terzaghi just scored a shit ton, so he won the award because we do.
I also think it's not fair that it's just always the like goal scorers that get the MVP. Like defenders do shit too. So
Yeah, but it's that dumb. Well, to win games, you got to score.
But this is why I think
But if the other
Rodgers
team
could
never
potentially be
scores,
the one
you
to
never
break that
lose.
trend.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the first year it went to Arturo because he had the assist record.
Yeah.
Then
So more
2020
scoring.
went to Emmy because he
Scoring.
scored the most goals that year. 2021 it went to Emmy because he literally dragged us into the playoffs.
Yeah.
2022 is the year where it's like, all right, it should have been like it should have been Bolaños. Like it should have been Bolaños, but they gave the Emmy because
Well, the thing with 2021 is if there was a strong argument it could have been Villader, who wasn't really playing as a fullback. He was just a winger that did some defending.
But I think that's like maybe the argument against Arthur Rodgers is we like scoring for these awards, and even though Arthur Rodgers is clearly like the best player on the league, it's a sham that he still plays in League One. But you know, he's not if he doesn't win, it's because Trevor wins because he has 23 goals or whatever against the year on.
He has 22 goals right now, but looking at his stats for the year, like 1 assist. So it was all through you or nothing, essentially. Which works because you're fighting for first, second, and third. But like, what happens if you go cold? No one else on that team is scoring.
I think the most
then you're just flaming
shocking
out in
part.
the playoffs. Huh?
Well, I was going to say, Arthur Rodgers has 83 chances created, and the closest person is nil with 63. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again,
we're talking about for the fullback spot.
Yeah. Like, again, if there was any justice or truth in this league's voting, he'd win. But yeah, it's going to be something wonky, and Trevor's going to win, which isn't the wrong answer.
If it was us, I think Arthur Rodgers probably get it.
Oh yeah,
because I think I think the way how we look at MVP is like, if I take this player off this team, how worse does this team get?
Right.
Is that always
still probably a playoff team? They're just not fighting for a 1 seed.
Right.
So, but it's like if I take Ahmed off this team, I still feel like you could probably score. Probably
like you take Alex out. North Carolina still has like 8 other dudes that can score.
Yeah.
Right.
No offense to him, like he's doing very, very well. But if you take him out, North Carolina can still keep going as is.
Right. But it's like with Meza and Omaha too. Meza went out and we're all like, crap. Well, there goes this big win streak, and here goes our chase. And it's like, no, here's Steven Dos Santos scoring like 800 goals at the end of the year. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Everyone else is scoring.
Yeah, so
like it's almost better for us that he went out for a little bit because then other guys had to score. And now it's like, oh, it's like what happened in 2021 for us too when Conway went out, and then all of a sudden like everybody else started scoring. Then when Conway came back, it was like, well, it's sheets for the rest of you guys because we're gonna win every game 5-0.
Yeah, probably so. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see who gets this MVP pick. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all of us probably think that the league is going to lean towards Almond or maybe Olex. But I think if you gave us the vote, I think it'd probably be Rodgers or JP, possibly.
Yeah. Well, especially, I mean, JP, especially if Omaha wins, would be like the maybe the most correct choice if you just want to go best player on best team. But again, I think best player on best team is also kind of a silly way to award it. But whatever.
Silly league, silly games, whatever.
Right.
I feel like we got hella distracted from what we originally were talking about, what were the games. But once again, games are stupid. They don't matter. I guess the game that we should be talking about with all the Twitter banner that is going on is the Pigeons versus the Roadkill.
Who's the pigeon?
The roadkill.
Well, both are. I mean,
I'd rather be the pigeon.
Why did we let Yogi name this one? I don't get it.
I don't know. I will say, how many hype videos has Ford Madison's social media guy made? There's like 7 that came out today.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all are like going through panic. Like I see Madison fans like just melting down the timeline. It's just like, yo, just focus on the team. Just focus. Positive vibes. And it's like, y'all not going to war. Like, relax.
Honestly, this is my game of the week, and my team plays. Just because both need to win.
Bro, I'm not even watching my game. I'm gonna be there, but I'm not watching it. I'm watching this.
You're not even going to be able to watch it at halftime because
physically I'm going to be there. Spiritually, I'm gonna have a conversation with God and try to figure out what do I have to do to be with Rhea Ripley in the next life, and then mentally, I'm going to be at this game. So I'll be in 3 places at once.
Well, and again, it's just one of those crazy games.
Wait.
You heard it too? Okay.
You said you're gonna physically be trying to make amends with God to be with Rhea Ripley in the next life. Mentally, you're going to be at the game, and then you said you're going to be at 3 places at once. Where the fuck is the third thing?
No, I said physically, I'm going to be in the stadium.
No, you did not say that.
I'm going to be with God, and then mentally, I'm going to be in Fort Madison, Omaha.
You did not say that.
I swear I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I did it. Oh, whatever.
This is why we don't spark up before the show.
That's why I was sitting here confused. I was like, where the fuck are you getting this order from?
But look, your personal God is Morgan Freeman in your dreams. Anything goes.
What?
That doesn't explain how you're still wrong.
Do you have to be wrong? You can always be right if you believe hard enough.
No, that's how we get into this mess with the world in the first place.
That's
oh
white
my
people. That's
God.
not me.
But anyways, the best part about this game, though, is no matter what happens, it either matters a lot or doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Like Madison could win and Omaha could still get the first seed and Madison makes the playoffs. Madison could lose and Omaha will win or they could draw, and like no matter what happens, like
nothing
like
matters if
result or the best result.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing.
just saying, man.
Exactly.
What I need. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all finish the. I'm gonna go about chaos, right? Let me get it straight first.
But no, it'll be good. Obviously both the sides are pretty jacked up for it. It's such an important game that the Madison fans are interacting with Omaha fans online, which lets you know that they're taking it seriously. But it'll be a good game. And I think this is why you want these games like this on the last week. And it's super cool that every game matters, but then you have a game like this that's incredibly consequential. And so many people at the beginning of the year were circling this one and saying, how cool would it be if this like decided someone winning the league or decided someone not making the playoffs or like was 1-2 or something. And, here we are.
I feel like we should go live with Yogi during this game, especially towards the end. just to see, just for the haterade rain down that's going to happen.
Look, the haterade is not going to work. What?
No, if Madison loses and misses out on the playoffs, no one's hearing from me at least until Monday.
Ooh, baby.
Okay.
Is it my time?
I think, yeah. Do you want your solo cam?
Oh, God.
It's my time. Hold on. Hold on. Not yet. Hold on.
You sure?
Not yet. Hold on.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll hit the button.
I'm gonna go take
know,
the dog
I
on a
know.
walk around the block so I don't have to hear this nonsense.
Oh,
You go
hold
get a
on.
pack of smokes. I do have to.
All right, Eb. You ready? Please.
I'm ready.
Woo!
What music was playing there? Like what?
All right, folks. So this is how Elliot is imagining how this is going to go. Okay, this is how I'm imagining how it's going to go. Now, Richmond Fuego is going to be complete dog shit. Don't no one watch the game. Don't no one care for it. All right. If you are actively watching this game and you are not in City Stadium, you are a sicko. You need to be mentally checked out. And I pray to sweet baby black Jesus Morgan Freeman that you have better things to do and that your family checks on you on holidays. Now, in order for my chaos to reign and for me to get the pure satisfaction that I deeply desire in life, I need this to happen. I need Tormenta to score a last minute goal to win. I don't care who scores. It can be Pablo Harper. All I fucking care. I just need Tormenta to get that ball into the back of the net, like back that ass up in the early 2000s, and win this game. And I need Union Omaha to do the funniest fucking thing ever and to score 4 goals in Madison in the flock end and just completely destroy that team's chances of getting into the playoffs. And then I need maybe the biggest person that Union Omaha fans hate. I mean, that Fort Madison fans hate. Rasheed Nuhu to get the player shield, run over to the flock end, give him a fat one of these with the trophy in his hand. That, folks, will make me happy.
I'm hard.
Jesus Christ. Kyle's not even paying attention.
So, score predictions for the Omaha game. We were talking about what like the funniest, true, Kyle, the funniest possible outcome would be. And so I said the funniest possible outcome would be Union Omaha goes up 2 goals early. Then Madison scores right before halftime. Madison scores right after halftime. Draw 2-2. Tormenta is losing. But then all of a sudden, Omaha gets like 3 in a row, ends the game 5-2. Tormenta beats Charlotte like 3-1, and that's the game.
You cunt's done now.
But no, I mean,
I didn't hear anything Yogi said because I just knew it was going to be some dumb shit. So
have I been wrong? You okay?
I did not need to hear any of that dumb
shit. Have I been wrong yet? Have I been wrong yet?
Yes, probably.
Ever since I went on this chaos batch, I have not been wrong. It has worked perfectly in my favor. Outside of us fucking up the golden toilet.
Yeah, see, there you go. You're already wrong.
So do you want to know whose fault this is? All of this fault? So it's Evan's fault, the former Madison social media guy. Because for whoever took over, he didn't put in the branding guidelines, do not use the R word when talking about Omaha. Now you made Elliot pissed off.
I mean, he was doing this shit before, so.
Yeah.
He was elaborating dumb shit the last episode. That was before this.
Don't get mad at me.
But no, it should be a great game. I'm excited to go up, watch it, do all that fun stuff. Start you'll never win. Champions of League One, you'll never sing that chant. Should be great. I'm sure the people around us will really enjoy it.
All right, so Yogi's talking about starting that chant in minute 16. So,
oh yeah, it started. What's the worst that can happen? Ooh, we get the 1 seed by losing. Sing it.
But yeah, it should be a good game. And I'm excited for it. And nervous at the same time. And super cool to be here. Didn't think we'd be here.
Is there a way Union Omaha can get the fall to the 3 seed.
Yeah.
And play.
Yeah, NoCo and
beg your
NCFC have to
pardon?
win and we have to lose. And then we could fall all the way to the 3rd seed. Elliot has to rethink his chaos situation.
Yeah, basically, NoCo would have to win, Omaha would have to lose, and North Carolina would need. Yeah, North Carolina and NoCo. No, sorry, no. There's no way. Yeah, the way they can fall to the 3rd seed is North Carolina wins, NoCo wins, Omaha loses. That's the only way it happens.
Yeah, because
Oh my god, yo!
they would tie us. They would tie us on wins, which is the first tiebreaker.
But
if
the
we-
goal difference.
right, and then goal difference would come into
Follow me
play.
here. Follow me here. Come on, take this walk with me, Ev.
Shut the fuck up. No, shut
Take
the
this
fuck
walk.
up. We're not listening to this.
Kyle, you
We're not
win
listening to
this
this.
scenario. Kyle, you win in this scenario. You win this weekend in this scenario. What? Next weekend? And you already denied them the playing shield and broke the record? I'm just saying.
We'd be
That
forced.
might be the greatest playoff game ever.
We'd be the 4th seed though, not the. And then Madison, we'd have to face him in the finals if we.
The Omaha could play Madison in the playoffs if Omaha fell to the 3rd seed and Madison were to get the 6th seed. That could happen in round 1. Otherwise,
Would be-
if Omaha get the 2
Oh,
seed,
yeah.
they could not face Madison until a final.
I'm done with math and was thinking 4 and 6 for some reason, which is not how that works.
All I'm asking.
But yeah, it'd be a rematch in Omaha if that happened, which would that'd be
All I'm
fun
asking
too.
is this. Is there a way Union Omaha can get the 3 and Madison get the 6?
Yes.
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 Madison just needs
That's
to
all I
win.
need to know.
And then
Madison
NoCo
wins,
and NCFC
NoCo wins, North Carolina wins.
Chip, I might fly out to that game. I might say fuck every personal responsibility if that game happens. I
got
might actually fucking fly out to that game and host a version of this show by myself in the parking lot.
I got a couch you
He
can
said he
sleep
going
on.
live on Instagram.
You can't come to County Derby in Madison, but you can do this shit?
Sir, because y'all
No,
always put the shit in the middle of the goddamn school year.
There was last year. Don't give me that bullshit.
When was it?
It was
Is it
on
this in the middle
Saturday.
of the
It
school
was
year?
the last home game of the year. That's when y'all clinched. So don't give me this.
Yes, school year, sir. September. You know I ain't
School
leaving
year's
them damn school
bullshit.
system.
Whatever. Fuck them kids.
I mean, I say that all the time. But
Exactly.
Kyle, I'm not turning on you. I'm not. But the possibility of having this again next week and even more chaos on top of this is appeasing. It's
I feel
kind of
there would be
like
less pressure.
Yogi for chaos. He's turning on everybody. He don't
No,
care.
the thing is,
it's
there
kind
would
of
be
like when
less
you go to
pressure.
Applebee's and you go after 9 because you know the apps are the only good thing, and then they're like, "But we got dollar margaritas," and you're like, "Should I?" Because I know I'm leaving here in the back of a cop car, but the chance of getting. Have you ever had $5 margaritas? You will end up with your ass.
Yes, but I was going to say, if anything, I'd be less stressed next week because there's nothing to lose at that point.
For
made-
me, that's
like-
everything to lose.
No, I'm just saying, like, Madison, there will be less pressure because at this point, it's like, okay, you're going on the road, you're in the playoffs. All you got to do is win. Like, it is like you are at that point. There is less pressure if you go into the playoffs because everyone's going to assume you're going to lose. You can go full underdog at that point.
I don't
Okay.
know what I want now.
No.
I don't know if I want
I'm
Bianca
just saying,
Belair or
if
Rhea
it's a
Ripley.
3-6, if Madison gets to the playoffs, they can go in with that underdog mentality.
Yeah,
Everyone's already counting them out now. This isn't last year when Yogi was like, "Oh yeah, Richmond's the underdog" when they were the fucking 1 seed. No, this is not that bullshit.
Oh, we lost. We definitely were the underdog. Hello. Hello.
Weren't you
There's
the
Excuse-
underdog, like in the number 1 seat? What?
No, this would actually be an underdog thing. Not last year. Last year didn't. No, that was nonsense. And it's true.
All I'm saying is this. This is the toughest choice for me ever. This is like deciding what child I love less.
I have kids.
Isn't it more? Why'd you choose
No,
less in
it
that
could be less. It
scenario?
could be less. At times, it could be less.
Exactly. Like what kid, like not saying anything happens to my kids, but let's just say, for example, like It's only one kid I can take to the hospital. What kid do I'm like,
whoa.
you'll be fine.
Different hospitals for different types of kids.
Possibly.
I'm not getting that. I'm not going to ever get to that point with the kids. I'll try and take both. And if I fail, I fail. But I'm taking both.
All I'm saying is this. For me, I have nothing to cheer for. Everything is diluted of happiness and joy at this point. So whatever fan base can crash and burn with me and enjoy the misery of the offseason, I want them to come join me. I will
Why is he building
gladly
a
choose
playoff
that can
couch?
do that with you.
I am tweeting out the Simpsons couch meme every time a team crashes and burns.
You got 5 other teams. You got 4 other teams already that can join you.
Yeah, we're already there, Kyle. What the fuck you think I'm about to do this weekend?
Go be a family man. Go enjoy your homecoming.
I will.
Go pray for Rhea Ripley.
Hey, that's a dickhead.
There are
That's why
better
you
things you
know.
can be doing.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. I'm just saying.
This is
Because they're still my crazy
so
dream.
chaotic. How did we do 56 minutes of this chaos?
Because my team's dog shit.
This isn't even the most chaotic we've had.
You don't
How did
want
we let
this?
Yogi derail us for 56 minutes?
The same way how my season derailed in July.
Oh, that's sad.
Blame Chip. Because when we lost 4-1 to them and they were down 2 men, ever since then, my season's been dog shit.
So you caused this chaos, Chip? This is
I guess. I mean, I would say it's Richmond's shitty soccer playing that caused this chaos, but you know, it's my fault.
Which is also true, but that game started it. Just saying. I haven't kept the clean
Was that the first loss?
Yep.
so I feel like we know our vibes and chaos games for this weekend.
Is there a chaos?
Yes.
Yes.
What is it?
There's 2
It's a-
possible ones for me.
There's 3 possible ones for me.
3? Nigga, you playing space? Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bro, you said slavery and plantation on this podcast. It's already getting axed, okay?
Triple crown.
They're different. They're chaotic for different reasons, but I got 3 possible options.
What are your 3?
Well, there's Madison, Omaha.
Oh,
They ain't
okay.
got a possible. You going board?
That could be chaotic. No-kill Chattanooga, because by
That
then
was my
No-kill
chaos.
will
my
know what their
God.
fate is. No-kill will go in either knowing we can get a 1 seed, we can get a 2 seed. This game doesn't fucking mean anything.
That game has been so boring. Every game's been a draw. The last 3 have been draws. That's
No.
not going to be chaotic.
No, but that's the thing, because at this point, they can go in and say, fuck it. We don't care. We're the 3rd seed. We're not going to do anything that's going to possibly get us hurt. Chattanooga is already an unpredictable, chaotic team. That could be a low-key, chaotic game if it's already decided where NoCo is going to be in the season.
I don't see that being chaotic at all.
I mean, I have one other chaos game it could be.
I mean,
Tormenta and Charlotte could also be very chaotic.
That was my other chaos game.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, that one could be very chaotic just because, again, both teams are going to go for the win, and we don't know what's going to happen.
And
Chip, do you
Tormenta
have a
win.
chaos?
I think Omaha Madison is both vibes and chaos.
I had Ford and Omaha as my vibes. That game is gonna be fun. And I think that's the game that the league's gonna be like, this is what this league can produce in terms of like physicality, chippiness, and overall
Vibes
just
games is Richmond and
wild play.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I
that's
think
the
it's going to
one.
be an easy 1-1. I know that sounded very chaotic, but I think this is the game where you show people this is what this league is. So that's going to be my
The
vibe.
vibes game is
Yeah.
Richmond and Fuego.
If you are a casual fan who wants to dip your toe into League One, this is the match for you this week.
Dip your toe in the Central Valley Fuego versus the Kickers.
Didn't you literally just on a solo say if you're watching this game and you're not at City Stadium, you should be checked? Your friends and family should check on you. You may be like,
Hey, go and
How
check
is
on me,
that
baby, because I'm gonna be there. Up
All
the
I'm gonna
roof,
say
baby.
is, if Charlotte wants to fill out their revenge that they've said they wanted since they got eliminated by Tormenta last year, this would be a great time to do it.
Oh my God, Kyle, you are a genius. I forgot all about that.
I'm just saying, if there was a time for
another
Charlotte
layer
fans
of
to get their
chaos.
revenge after they were
Oh
supposedly robbed last
my
year,
God.
this would be a good time.
Sir.
Now he's got to do another solo to figure out more chaos.
Bro,
What are you
no,
doing, man?
seriously. Is this the most chaotic weekend we have ever
Yes.
had?
Yes.
Yes.
Because every game except one has some type of implication. Last year, it could have been. Last year could have been as chaotic because it could have gone to the final game of the regular season, Madison and Tucson, playing for Wooden Spoon. But North Carolina had lost and already clinched it by then, so that game didn't matter.
Yo. Oh, I forgot about
But
the
no.
Charlotte and Tormenta stuff.
There's all the games but Richmond Fuego have some consequential. There's some consequences.
So let me ask y'all this: in terms of messiness, what game do you think is going to be messier? Now I'm not talking about off the field stuff, like on the field. Ford Madison, Union Omaha, or Charlotte Tormenta?
On the
Charlotte Tormenta.
field?
Yeah.
On the field, Charlotte Tormenta.
Charlotte Tormenta.
Yeah.
You're asking
Off
two
the
teams
field.
that at times forget how to defend.
There's gonna be a red card in that match because someone's gonna be like, now that Kyle has brought it up, someone's gonna be like, oh yeah, and then they're gonna go in too hard for no dumb for like no.
Because a lot of
reason.
those players in Charlotte were on that team last year as well. We got to remember, like a lot of the players returned for both of these teams.
Ooh, damn that! See, I wish their two fan bases was a lot more lively because I totally forgot all about that.
All 6 of them?
They have the conspiracy guy in Charlotte.
You sure that's just not the owner's burner account?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could be a Michigan Star.
It could be. We don't know. Because isn't it technically like the supporter group that was created by the club? Like, it could be.
Yeah,
Still kind of weird.
I don't know, but it's the whole Omaha paid off the refs. Like, I don't know, man. I think all the Omaha fans thought the refs were pretty horseshit this game too. So
refs are always horseshit. But you got, again, they should have went full. They should have went full.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do a bit, you got to lean in. I think that's like rule number one that some of these young kids don't understand is like if you're gonna go like do that, just eat the scenery, like chew on a piece of carpeting, like go full in on it.
So no, on the field, no, it's gonna be Charlotte and Tormenta because you're asking two teams that like to attack, two teams that can at times forget how to defend. One team has a goalie situation that still has not been resolved.
2 years later,
that could be very messy on the field out of the two. I feel like despite like Omaha Madison, both teams can defensively be really, really good.
Yeah. Out of those 4 teams, who do you think the moment gets to more? Like, who do you think cracks underneath the pressure and it just
For
goes?
which teams? Charlotte, Tormenta.
All 4 of those.
Oh.
So Charlotte, Tormenta, Madison, and Union.
Charlotte.
yeah.
Tormenta's been there before. Omaha's been there before. Charlotte has.
I'm stuck in between Charlotte and Madison.
Yeah, I think, but I think it's
Kyle, this is me being serious. Like, there's nothing against y'all. I just think like if for instance, Tormenta's up 2-0, right? And Union Omaha scores, and the mood in Breeze Stadium changes, I think it gets to the players.
See, I was actually thinking the opposite of that because it is in Madison. I feel like the fans will try to do more to get the players encouraged, and that can help them. And like, I think it's more the opposite.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If this game was in Omaha, maybe, but with this game being in Madison, and you still have what will likely be a near sold out crowd.
Yeah.
Even if there is like a section of it that is going to be Omaha fans, like it's still going to be about 4,000 potentially plus Madison fans being there.
Yeah.
I think that will get the players more motivated and I think it won't necessarily cause them to crack. It'll just have them want to try more and do more. I'll say Charlotte just because not only there's not really a fan base to like kind of egg them on, but if they go down and they see Greenville, then all of a sudden Charlotte's going to be like, oh shit, we need to turn around so we can get for a home playoff game.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
So
and I think Kyle had a really good tweet about it after the loss to NOCO, where he said, if this was last year's team, like they just looked beat. But these guys have fire, they have passion, they like didn't go down without a fight. And I think that's the big thing is, this isn't the Madison teams that we've seen in the past where they just kind of like roll over when they go down. They've got a lot of fight, they got a lot of spirit. They're a good team, and they just had some things not go their way this year, and which is why they're.
I mean, Ken, sometimes that them a little cared. Like there's like the Knoxville game where Sachero goes and just clatters the dude unnecessarily. Like, yeah, some players might be, but I would say overall, I'd still not say Madison just because it is at home and they'll have the fans encouraging anything. It'll get them more. The fans will definitely be more like trying to put in a positive energy as opposed to doom and gloom.
Right. And yeah, there are Omaha fans, but it's like 30 Omaha fans, not like 300 Omaha fans.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's going to be interesting, man. I think this is going to be like a super fun weekend, and
that's one way to describe it.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Should we do a review show on Sunday? Come back and talk about how we feel?
No. Win, lose, or draw. I'm not coming on Sunday. No.
Kyle, you don't want to talk to us?
No.
We'd have to do it in the afternoon because I got a bluegrass show that night.
Well, I was going to say, I have a kid's Halloween party I have to go to. So that's why I'm also like, Sunday, I'm just going to be off the grid. I'm going to do
yeah, true.
Sunday I'll be on a train. So
plus I
where
might
are you going?
Wait, yeah, where are you going?
DC. Courage Play
nice.
Spirit.
Oh.
That's there's potential that Sunday I might be looking at flights and maybe hotels and stuff. There is a possibility that I will be doing that. I hope so. That'd be nice.
That'd be fun.
Although flights to Denver are fucking. There's no way to get the. This is also my thing with NOCO. Can y'all just put an airport in Fort Collins, please?
You asked me too much, sir. All right, y'all. Before we wrap up, let's go through who are in the playoffs. So give me your seeding from 6 all the way to 1. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So 1, I will give North Carolina. 2, I will say Omaha. 3, I will say NOCO. 4, I'm going to give it to Charlotte. 5, no, actually, sorry. 4, Greenville. 5, Charlotte. 6, Madison.
Okay. Anyone want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. Omaha, NCFC, NOCO, Greenville, Charlotte, Tormenta.
All right.
I'll go. NCFC, Omaha, NOCO, Greenville, Charlotte, Madison.
So the only way I get NOCO this title is if they win and Omaha loses, which means Madison's in the playoffs.
No, wait.
That's the only way NOCO can win the title.
The only way NOCO can win it is if Omaha loses, North Carolina
Madison's in.
don't win, and NOCO wins. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way I could get it. Well, no, they would be tied on points, but NOCO would have to go.
Right. No, that's the thing. If for NOCO to win the title, they need to win. Omaha needs to lose, and North Carolina has to draw or lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So okay. So as my 1, I got Union. I go NOCO, then NCFC. Love you, App. Give me Greenville at 4, Charlotte at 5, Tormenta 6. That would be my picks. And then after there, we will have fun and see how everything falls.
What the fuck is this title out, by the way, of this show? What the fuck is this title? Why can't
What?
we get along? No, fuck you. You're going to put this bullshit, put all this hater energy in it and ask, why can't we get along? Fuck off.
Hey,
No, fuck off. Don't give me this bullshit title and then go on this haterade solo camp bullshit. No, fuck off.
don't get mad at me.
You fuck off, you fuck off. Ebony, you're fine.
Yes.
Don't get mad at me. Hey,
I'm not mad.
you gave me the opportunity to see this glorious thing happen.
I'm just saying, you're asking why can't we get along, and then you have this bullshit. No,
You know why we can't get along? Because I haven't met Rhea Ripley yet. All right, that's why. I would be part of the judgment.
this is a you
Just for
problem.
her.
This is a you problem, not a me problem.
No, it's not.
You, it's you, not
It's
it's
not
me.
you.
As I
It's
tweet,
a
as I
us problem.
texted you.
Like I text you, Kyle. One band, what's out? Chip, I understand if you don't know the analogy. We'll make sure you watch Stormline later. But we are one band, one sound. Damn it, we are
Fuck
in
Why
this
are you
together.
saying we?
Fuck
We
that.
are in this
sir.
together.
The fuck?
We are not speaking French. We are not playing with Nintendo Wii.
Did you
We
just
are
assume I've
in
never
this
seen
together.
Drumline before?
Yes, have you, Chip?
Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't. All right, surprised the hell out of me.
It was on
But
TBS. We didn't have we only had basic cable and it was on like TBS on like repeat growing up.
really,
I think I've seen the second one too.
It was on
wait,
TBS.
there's a second one?
Yeah. But then Nick Cannon's not in it.
Oh, that's some bootleg. See, that's why I don't watch it. No, there's a second.
I didn't
one.
know it was ever on TBS. Huh.
I was on one of those like basic cable ones.
Chip, you watched the BET Uncut. You saw the
I-
tip drill video, didn't you? You a nasty.
No, I was
son
a,
of
I was a big Blind Fury guy in college. Freestyle
Chip
Fridays.
was out here watching tip drills.
Did you say Freestyle Friday? What?
Yeah.
I
Back when we
zoned
were-
out for like 2 seconds.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went back and all I heard was Freestyle Friday, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, we watched Freestyle Friday back in college on 106 and Park on. And then there's the blind guy named Blind Fury who I don't think he was that particularly good, but he won.
Honestly, it was a funny guy.
Wonder what ever happened to him.
I don't know. He's still like, I don't know.
Probably just kicking around, but now that 106 and Park doesn't exist.
Yeah, probably. Kyle, I still love you. Any of y'all do get in the playoffs, and y'all do play Madison again next weekend, it will be beautiful chaos.
Like I said, I'm hoping that on Sunday morning I can start looking at flights and hotels and asking for forgiveness when I buy those tickets to my wife. That is my hope.
Wow.
That is my goal. That is my goal. I will be at this Halloween party for the kids, and I will be doing that. When Emma gets back from whatever trip she's on, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to X place, and I leave Thursday, Friday. See ya.
Folks, wherever you do, just enjoy the playoffs. Have fun. Remember the good times when your team inevitably lets you down, because at the end, only one team gets to be happy. And hopefully, it's that team in the snowy state with their manager that wears thick sweaters in the middle of July summers, and all their team that keeps tweets way past due. Eb, I wish you nothing but failure in the championship.
Bye, Yogi.
Chip, I hope Rasheed knew who stubs his toe.
How does
That's
this
it.
help your chaos? You know what?
And Kyle,
Yeah.
fuck them pigeons.
I'd rather be pigeons than roadkill.